Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Cricket Wicket, and today I'll be telling a few key points on the two test match series between India and New Zealand, which India won 1-0. Going back to the first nail-biting test match, India won the toss and chose to bat first. The first point I wanted to discuss was about Rahane and Pujara. Rahane and Pujara once again failed to convert their 20s or 30s into 50s and 100s. And I think they're this close from sitting out of India's side because of the talent India are discovering, such as Shreyas Iyer. The Indian management is backing them, saying that they're just going through a rough patch, but how long will this rough patch continue for? Secondly, Tim Southee. Tim Southee was outstanding in the first innings. Time after time, he was able to set the batsmen up and make them fall into his trap. Whenever New Zealand needed a wicket, he delivered. But how could we forget about the dream start for the debutant Shreyas Iyer? India were 145 for 4 at one stage, but Shreyas Iyer and Jadeja gave India a 100+ run partnership. Shreyas Iyer became the 16th man to score a century on a test debut for India. He played like a proper test batsman. He consumed a lot of balls, but he never slowed down the pace of the game. He looked very comfortable and in his zone, punishing all the bad balls bowled by the bowlers. Third, New Zealand has the best start possible. The 150-run partnership between their openers gave them a start they needed to score a mammoth of a total. But after the second wicket of Kane Williamson fell, all the batsmen fell, one after the other, saying that, "Captain, if you're out, we're out." 4. KS Bharat. Credit has to be given to KS Bharat. Due to Saha's stiff neck, Bharat was keeping for India and he kept really well on a tough surface. He got into good positions behind the wicket and effected 1 stumping and 2 catches. 5. Axar Patel. Axar Patel got yet another fifer and is tied with Rooney Hogg for having most 5-wicket hauls in the year of debut. He has got 33 wickets in just 4 matches and has been phenomenal for India. New Zealand's last 8 wickets went only for 99 runs, which shows the collapse. 6. When to declare. With a vital 49-run lead in the first innings and limited time, the question was always when India were going to declare. After the match ended, Rachin Ravindra said that they firstly wanted to ensure that they don't lose the match, hence they wanted to get a substantial lead. But when you see the match, the question arises that could have India been more aggressive, especially when they passed a 250-run lead, so that India could have declared earlier and had more time to bowl New Zealand out. However, it's easy to see what went wrong after the match, and it's totally different to make decisions in real life without knowing the consequences of it. 7. Rachin Ravindra's match-saving knock. With the win far from reach for New Zealand, they would be hoping for a draw, and it was not easy. India's bowlers gave all they got, but Rachin Ravindra on debut kept his cool and he, along with Ajaz Patel, played out around 9 overs to ensure that New Zealand secure a draw. I remember the last 5-6 overs, the light meter kept coming out after each over, and well, a draw it was. Going to the second test match, where even though history was created for one man from New Zealand, India won the match by 372 runs. The first point was that this was only the second time in the history of cricket that 4 captains were used in a 2-match series. The first was way back in 1888-89. The 4 captains used in this series were Kane Williamson, Tom Latham, Ajinkya Rahane and Virat Kohli. Second, injury concerns for both teams. Just a few hours before the match began, Rahane, Ishant Sharma and Ravindra Jadeja were ruled out due to injuries for India, while Kane Williamson was also sidelined due to an elbow injury. Mayank Agrawal. After question marks were raised on who the man for India will be to give good starts, Mayank Agrawal raised his hand. While batters fell alongside him, he continued to play the way he started to play. 150 runs in the first innings, while 62 runs in the second innings. Brilliant. Out or not out? Virat Kohli got out for a duck in the first innings after a controversial LBW. The umpire gave it out, and when Kohli reviewed it, the third umpire said that using ultra edge, it seemed as if the ball had brushed the pad first, while during front on spin vision, you could clearly see the ball deflected the bat first. Even Virat Kohli was in disbelief when he was given out. Many experts and even Paresh Rawal were criticizing the third umpire decision, and Paresh Rawal said that is this third umpiring or third class umpiring? Next, the main point which will be talked about for generations to come. Yes, this was India's biggest win in terms of runs, but this match will be remembered for the man named Ajaz Patel. He came, he saw, he conquered. He became only the third man in the history of cricket to get all 10 wickets in an innings after Jim Laker and Anil Kumble. And mind you, cricket has been played since 1887, so this was quite a feat for Ajaz Patel, born and brought up in Mumbai and getting 10 wickets in Wankhede. And I have a question posted for you in the community tab. If you could achieve only one of the following feats, getting 10 wickets in an innings or scoring 350 runs in an innings, which would it be? Don't forget to cast your vote. Well, other than Ajaz Patel, there were no positives for New Zealand. The 62 runs scored in the first innings was the lowest total in a test innings in India. It took India only 28.1 overs to get all 10 wickets, with Ashwin getting 4. Not to forget Siraj's outstanding new ball spell too. Next, to enforce a follow-on or not. With more than a 200 lead in the first innings, India could have enforced the follow-on, but they didn't. And I think it was so that their out-of-form batters get a bit more match practice without any pressure, as they still had 3 days in the match and as the South Africa tour was coming up. 5 wickets in 5.3 overs. India took only 11 overs on day 4 to take the remaining 5 wickets, and Jayant Yadav picked up 4 wickets. Lastly, the Patels and Ravindras. Axar Patel, Ajaz Patel, Rachin Ravindra, Ravindra Jadeja. Yes, there was a Patel and Ravindra on each side, which was really unique. But what was more unique was this photo of them together. So that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like the video, share it and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Tata and adios.